Am I back? I think I might be. I honestly don't know. I can't tell if anything's working right now. Don't know what's going on. Yay! We've got yays in the chat. We must be back. Okay, so things we've learned today. If your chat says your chat has been disconnected, you can no longer connect to chat. That means your stream has stopped and you need to reboot your computer in order to get YouTube to recognise that you're still here. Because everything was telling me that I was streaming. My Wi-Fi was connected, my OBS was working, everything was working. I was even seeing the video, but somehow I got cut off. New year, new tech problems. Okay. Let's get right back into where we were. Hi, welcome back everybody. Hello Ellie and Daisy, who weren't here earlier, or might have been here earlier, but I couldn't see you because I was disconnected from chat. Okay, as I was about to say in the previous stream, breathe, it's fine. As I was about to say, I have completely changed my planner setup for this year. Even though I was already set up, yes, I know. Okay? I have reasons. And they're not all by Bun giving me FOMO. Okay? If you look back on my channel, I have used Happy Planners before. Extensively. I was a Happy Planner girly back in 2015, 2016, I think. I just got disconnected, Chris. I don't know what happened. I had a Happy Planner, which I used as a journal, and I also used as a planner. And I've also had I had a classic, which I used as a journal, and I had a mini, which I used as a planner. It was actually sent to me by Happy Planner. Apparently I was a well-known planner back in the day. I don't know why they sent me one, but they did. Anyway, I got back into them. It's Bun's fault. I'm just going to blame Bun. But actually, there are reasons, and I'm going to explain them. Okay, so first off, what I was using. Let me show you what I was using for anybody who's new here. This was all set up and ready to go. This is my Filofax. As you can see, I was already set up and ready for January. Everything was going in here, etc., etc. However, this one is being repurposed. By the way, I'm going to repurpose this for my accounts because I keep my accounts in 2 personals at the moment, and for 2025 I'd rather have it all in one. So I'm going to repurpose this one for my accounts. So I'll have all my work and my personal accounts all together where I can see it more easily. So it's not going to go to waste. It's going to be reused. Saves me having to buy personal inserts for my other one. You came so close to getting one. I wasn't going to, but then I thought, you know what? I want to try it again. I picked one up cheap on eBay. And by cheap, I mean under a tenner. Everything I've bought, except for 2 things, is under a tenner. Okay, I have not spent a lot of money on this. I bought outdated planners. This one is from 2023, and I just made some printable stickers to the size that fitted the boxes, and I cut them out and stuck them in. I've done 3 months. I've got another 9 months to do. I don't care. That's a while I'm watching a film job. Maddie, stop, baby. Come on, you've been out. Don't start. So yeah, this is an old one. I think it's called Vintage Flowers or something like that. I don't know. I really liked the design of it. The first one I got was this one, which is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, it's not even in the realm of this. This is like, yeah, I like this. This is kind of cool and gothic. This was the one I originally chose. It is stunning. It's watercolor designs. It's beautiful. I really liked this one. I really wanted to use this one. However, the inserts in it were horizontal. I forgot about the multiple different types of inserts. There's sideways inserts, and I don't like sideways inserts, so I'm repurposing this. This is going to be my astrology and tarot journal. I've already made inserts of my own, which are available if you're on my $15 tier on Patreon. You get these for free, complete with the astrology stuff, and we do a tarot spread. That's for later today. It's available to all patrons that stream, so if you want to join us, head over to Patreon. It's all patrons can get that stream. So it's set up for 3 months. I've already got the 3 months of calendars done. I needed Tyler to proofread them for me, but I haven't done. This is the setup for this calendar, and I can't work like this. I can't work like this. I'm a vertical girl. I make lists. I do not write sideways. This is English writing, and I don't do English writing. I do bullet points. I need PowerPoint. This is Word, and I need PowerPoint. So, yeah, this is going to be my astrology and tarot planner. You will probably not see this on YouTube because it will have a lot of personal stuff in it. But if you're interested, Patreon, the $10 tier and up, get this. Plus inserts and various different things. We do the first Tuesday and Thursday of the month, we do the basic astrology calendar and a tarot reading for the month, and then in the third week we do a Tuesday session and a Thursday session. I've put them down as astrology and then tarot to look at the basic stuff for the month, but it will vary depending on what's happening and how many different things we need. And then the other 4 sessions are journaling and planning. So if you're interested, go over and have a look at the tiers and you'll see what we're doing. I need to make a post. I need to write that in here. I need to make a post. Pen. I need to put that in here as a reminder. What day are we on? Tuesday. I'll put it in here for today. Patreon. Oh, actually, I'll put it in my notes over here. This week's list. Yeah. Patreon post for the tiers. I only came back to work yesterday, so I'm all a bit discombobulated and behind, but we'll get there. Anyway, I went with the vertical layout. This is a classic size vertical layout. You can see these are stickers. I just printed out the stickers, cut them out, stuck them in. The end. That's all I've done. Just to repurpose the planner. This is all stickers. It was pretty easy to do. All I did to print these the size that I needed was made tables. Tables in Pages. I use a Mac. So Word, whatever it is you use. I swapped it from millimeter to inches because these are calculated in inches, and then I just measured how big it was. Simple as that. So these are like 2 1/4 by 1.5 inches. So if you want a sticker that size, you just make a box that size and fill it. Simple as that. Which is how I made these. I made a table. These are actually Let me show you on a clean spread. So this is my, you remember I used to do things in coloured highlighters. Let me get my old planner to compare. So this is December, and I used to do this every day. So this is my same colours. So blue, admin, because it's boring, and so is admin. Orange for Patreon, pink for YouTube, purple for Twitch, green for accounts, yellow for really important or time-sensitive things. And I would do that every day, and I would write in what I did for each session. I would write in my time codes and stuff. You can see it's a bit sparse for December. Because I started, as soon as I'm getting too busy, I forget to update my planner. Which, that was the main problem here. This is what it should look like. And this is what it ended up looking like. That's not actually a week. That's just a test thing. But look at all these empty spaces where I just didn't I wasn't even writing in what my admin was for the day. I just all over the place. Because doing this every day on a page is too hard for my brain. I have to keep flicking back, and I can't see where the beginning of the week was, and I can't see where the end of the week is, and I've got no... It's like when I'm drawing, I always say to people, when you want to decide how big to draw something, don't just use the page. Make a canvas roughly the size that you want to make the drawing on your page. That way you've got areas to bleed outside of the canvas. And that's the same thing with this. I've got the day, the little box, but I can't see the rest of the canvas. I'm sat in the middle of Times Square trying to see a map of America. And I can't work like that. I have to be up above, being able to see the whole world, and then pick the bit that I want to go to and say, okay, I want to be able to see London. So I'm going to go over to the UK, I'm going to look at London, and then I'm going to decide which bit of London I need to look at. I want to look at that bit, and that bit, and I'll zoom in on those. That's why I've swapped to this. So, this is basically that block set up, and I didn't even do it as individual stickers. I did it as a full table. I cut it in half. And I stuck it in. This is one sticker. This is one sticker. All of this bit is one sticker. And because I have 2 sessions for work, basically I'm doing this. This is... Maddie! Stop, please. She's barking at leaves in China. This is for personal... No, this is for events, important stuff, and admin that I do in the morning. This is my 2 daily sessions for live streams, and obviously I have lunch in the middle, but I don't need to put that in my planner. And then any personal stuff I just write down here. I don't really have a lot of personal planning. If I've got personal planning, it's a full day event, so it would go up here anyway. Or if it's like my fan fiction and stuff, I just need a note of what I'm working on, it's usually all coded because I have a tracker. So I just put the code in there and leave it. Maddie has spent the whole of the Christmas holidays either sitting beside me whining for no reason or sitting in the window barking at nothing. I think she's losing it. I am not even joking on that. I think she's going senile because she doesn't know what day it is. Right, so I've put all these in for the whole of the 3 months. Because I already know what my schedule is, I might as well put them in. And then the rest of it I can play with as and when. I am not a pretty planner girly. That's just a note for those of you who are new here. Those of you who are not new here already know this. This is not a surprise to you. I am not a pretty planner girly. I don't mind the occasional sticker or the occasional note or whatever, but I need my highlighters, I need my colour coding, I need to be organised, I need to see what's coming up. I don't need lots of frou-frou. However, I do have plenty of space to do extra stuff if I want to. Now, this was a holiday week, so I had stuff to do, but it was mostly personal. It was, a lot of these are deliveries, that I was expecting, my grocery list. I did put some time aside to do my Astrology Happy Planner printables that you just saw for my other book. That was just stuff that I was basically sat watching Midsummer Murders and playing on my iPad to get that to work. This is fan fiction because we were doing, that was the end of our December run. So this is mostly personal planning and deliveries. It's not actual work because I wasn't working this week. So there's a lot more stickers on this than there normally would be. I do have the dog set. Now this is not something I purchased for my Happy Planner. I purchased this, no. This is not something I purchased for work. This was something I purchased with some Christmas money I was given. I haven't spent a lot of money on anything. These are the stuff that I bought new. And these were 20 odd quid each. 20 odd quid for a pack of stickers. I mean, I know there's 370 stickers, but geez Louise. I can do this myself. I don't need a whole pack of stickers. But they're cute and they're dogs. And our thing is be more dog, right? So, and it was the last two. There was one accessory pack and one sticker pack left. And I went, I'm having that. It cost me 50 quid. And I'm like, I'm never spending that much on planning again. But they're dog stickers. And it's a Christmas present. So yeah, I've got all these cool dog stickers. My dog and I have plans. I've also got it's got sticky notes. Look at these, aren't they cute? They got little doggies on. I got some extra stickers in here. I got the envelope, which is useful, but I find these keep sliding out. These keep coming out like this, and it's getting annoying. I think I might need to put a paper clip on them or something just to keep them in there, because every time I turn it, they slide out. And that's going to get old real quick. Yeah, so we've got these. I did buy a pack of stickers. There's like 15 sheets or something, and they're all the same. It's just word stickers like appointment, priority, meeting, to do, top task, pay, day off, bills due, that sort of thing. Just basic stuff. I just liked them. They were foiled and they were cute. But I got those for £2.50 on eBay. So, like I say, I'm not spending a lot of money on this. This is not going to be my new hobby. So we've cutified some of it. This is from the other planner, because this was the only 2025 calendar I had. I've since made another one, which took me no time at all. So I stuck that one in here on the back of this, because this was 2023 and 2024. This is the one that goes with this one. So 2024, 2025. But then this one was 2023, 2024. See, those two go together. But I like the front page of the other one, and the calendar of this one I needed. So I just made another calendar and printed it out. Maddie! Stop! Stop that silly noise. Come on. I love you, but you've got to stop that silly noise. You don't want to go out. You know you don't want to go out. It's snowing. It's cold. And you've peed already, and it's just started snowing again. Big old snowflakes coming down. You don't want to go out. Is that what you were barking at? Were you barking at the snow? Did you see the snow coming down? You started barking at it. You weirdo. Okay, so. Printables. Top tip. Okay, I don't know if this is new news or old news, or if I'm the last person in the world to work this out. I don't know. But if you make an A4 printable, and you either print it to B5 size, if you're in the UK, EU, UK, or 7x9.25, it'll print out exactly the right size for your Happy Planner. If you don't have that option, you can print it to 82 or 84%, depending on whether you're converting from letter size or A4 size to Happy Planner size. Classic, that is. Obviously the big one is A4 letter size anyway. But yeah, I just find A4 printables, or I make A4 printables, and then I just print them to B5 size on A4 paper and cut them out, and that's it. So what have I got? Yeah, I liked this front page. This is out of date. This is 2023. I'll think of something to do with this. I might just put Post-its on here with my goals on. I might just rename this goals and then put Post-its on here. I'm not very good with goals, but I do have things I intend to do over the next couple of months. Ooh, look at that weird thing. How strange. Squirrel. So 2025, I've marked in here all my Patreon dates, because we do 4 weeks a month of 3 sessions a week, and then that works out to have a week off. So we got January, February, March, week off. April, May, June, week off. July, August, September, week off. October, November, December. This year we've only got 3.5 weeks because Christmas is in the middle of the week again. But that's okay, because that means we get an extra couple of days at the beginning of the year. Maddie, stop, please. Stop. 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 This is going to be my lists for my videos, what I've done. So I'll have my Patreon videos, Maddie! Please stop whining. You are really distracting me. I need you to stop. I love you. You're great. You're deaf. I know. But please stop whining, because I can hear you even if you can't. This is going to be where I note my Patreon. This will be for Patreon information for what we've actually done. This will just be my tracking list, so I can see what I've done and when. It's not date specific or anything like that, probably. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it will be. I think I'll just write, the 12 videos for Patreon, the 12 videos for YouTube, and the 4 videos for Twitch, and that'll be it. So this will be what I was doing on my calendar in my Filofax. This is the information of what we're doing for Patreon. This will include things like... Now she's barking out the window again. She's going to drive me mental today, I can tell. It's so hard to concentrate when you've got background noise. How do people have kids? How do people deal with this background noise constantly for however long it takes to raise a kid and shove it out of the house? Because this would drive me mental. This is why I never had kids. Okay. So I'm set up for 3 months, basically. But I've also got the ability to go into April. I've got a list of things that I wanted to put in my planner. These are the ones that are set up, but not actually done yet. So I've also need to do some... I added Post-its, so I've done that. But I need to add... I need to make some dividers. I've got some scrapbook paper somewhere. Black with gold foiling all over it and snakes and stuff. It's the year of the snake, isn't it? So I can use that. I think that'd be cool for my sections. And I'll just use these ones as templates. But I'll probably put the tabs at the bottom instead of the side so they don't conflict. But I gotta find my I've gotta find my scrapbook paper first. Maddie, please stop. You are doing my head in. Stop. Go to bed. She wants belly rubs. Belly rubs for Maddie. She's decided we need belly rub break. Can't bribe a dog with screen time. Maddie won't come on camera. Maddie rarely comes on camera. The only time I get to take a picture of Maddie is if she's asleep, or if I'm walking her and I manage to take a photo from behind the back of her head. If she can see a camera, she's gone. There. You happy now? Will you stop, please? Will you go back to bed? Oh. Yeah, so this is just a list of things that I need to set up or have set up. So I've got my YouTube list. This is just basically for ideas and stuff. And I just printed some block colours, stickers, and stuck them on there because it says this week on this paper. I've got one for Patreon. I've got one for my admin that I need to do. I've got one for studio because I haven't done my studio. I was going to do it over Christmas. Cheese took over. And I've bought myself a new organiser cart thingy, so there wasn't really much point. I'll get round to it. But I've got things here that I need to do. I thought I'd just start keeping lists of things I need to do and we'll get round to it. Instead of trying to do all of it at once, we'll get round to it. I've got a list of... This isn't really accounts. This is just stuff that's reminders. Because this year I've done things like buying all of my my Zoom and my Epidemic Sound and my Google Cloud and everything else. I've done it for the whole year. The only one I'm not doing for the whole year is the Apple stuff because you can only do it by subscription, which is really annoying. And then I've got an additional page. Now, I don't have a lot of personal stuff in this planner because I don't need a lot of personal stuff in my planner. Most of my personal stuff would be events, but I do have this page set up for my fix, just because I wanted somewhere to be able to see, okay, what am I working on this month? Everything else is in my other journal. I've got a specific journal for my writing and reading, and I just wanted to have my fan fiction in here so I know what I'm working on. Currently, I'm not working on anything. January's hibernation mode. I don't do much in January because I'm trying to get my head around the fact that we've changed the month and the day and the year. And I'm trying to get sorted for Patreon for the year, and I'm trying to get my planning done, and you know what I mean? I'm not in love with this whole let love bloom. Woohoo! Please. But I do like the vintage flowers, so I think what I'm going to do is just... This is foil, so I don't think I can do anything with this specifically, unless I can gesso over it or remove it somehow. But I think what I'll do is just put a sticker over it and be done with it. I'll just put a vintage sticker over it and be done with it. My monthly... Now, my monthly was a tracker. So the stuff that's in my year tracker now, this stuff of what we've done and when, literally, I always describe it as, think of this as the headers, the titles of the video, and then the information back here is the content or the description. So this is now, this is the new this. But for Patreon, I'm going to have notes in here. They won't be organised or anything. They'll just be scribbled notes. Did I use a Pinterest board? If so, which one? Like art club, what did we draw? What were the reference photos, etc. How much of it did we get done? Because it helps me plan what we're going to do. If we do 3 reference photos, but the combination of art stuff that we do takes too long to do all 3, I will make a note that we only had time to do 2 of them, so that the next time we do something similar, I'll go, oh, hang on a minute, I can give 3 photos, but we'll only have time to do 2, which means I can tell the class in advance. So this is more teacher planning, I guess. So I understand my content better, and I can work out how long it's going to take to do things. So this is the new this. And then this is the pre-planning I was doing in here on the pages. So every day I would go in and I would guesstimate what we were going to do. And try and figure it out from there. Well, that wasn't working because I couldn't see all of it at once. I was flicking backwards and forwards with different pages. So having it all on one page like this helps enormously. for instance, YouTube. So I can already see that Junk Journal January is tomorrow. It's my prompt day tomorrow. So whatever I do today can't be continued tomorrow. Straight away, I know that. So if I was going to do a series of stuff, it's not happening. This one is going to be... This one is planning. Okay. This is a very good example of why I get confused about why left-handed people constantly complain about having rings or spirals or anything in the middle of the page. It's really annoying because it's in the way, da-da-da-da-da. Well, guess what? If you're right-handed and you're using the left-hand page, it's in the way as well. So what are you complaining about? We have the same problem. It's not just you. Anyway, I say this as a left-hander. Yes, I write with my right hand, but I do everything else left-handed, trust me. The good thing with this is that you can slide the rings to one side. They're not constantly vertical, so you can push them down a bit and it's easier to write on. So YouTube, today we're doing 2025 Happy Planner. And I specifically set this one up as why I've switched, because I wanted to show you what I've done, how I've done it, how I'm using it, intending to use it. I always forget that if you put paper on this, this is one of those non-slip mats, which means you can't put paper on it and expect it to stay. Okay. So today's Happy Planner. Tomorrow is junk journaling. Thursday, I don't know what we're going to be doing because I have an art cart that I'm getting, but I don't know if it's going to come. I don't know when it's going to arrive. Any time up to Saturday was the information. So I don't know when it's going to arrive. So I might be doing that next week. If so, I can't do it till Wednesday, which will be annoying, which means I might not get to do it for YouTube. We'll see. Maybe I can still... Actually, I can probably still... No, because I know what the layout's going to be. So I can still do this. So this will be Studio Journal. New cart. Because what I want to do is work out in advance what I want to put in my cart, so that all I've got to do is make it and then put stuff in it. Which will hopefully clear a lot of this mess. Friday, I'm thinking of doing another YouTube stream on Friday mornings at 1 o'clock. I could do with another stream. But I'm not sure. So that's a thought that may be happening, but I'm not convinced that I need to do it yet. I might wait. Maddie, for goodness sake. I'm just going to open the door and let her out because she's driving me nuts. Be right back. Will you please stop that noise? Just go outside. No, don't go back to bed. Pure bloody chaos. Pure chaos. Pure chaos. Pure chaos. Okay, where was I? Whew, okay. So, astrology. For Patreon, I'm going to do it this way, it'll be easier. For Patreon, we've got Astro Calendar and Tarot Spread. That's a standard thing. I do that all the time. Then we've got the tarot readings on Thursday. Then we've got plan and journal. Oops. Plan and journal. Plan and journal. This one is plan and journal. This one is plan and journal. And then I've already got Astro and Tarot written in here, but I don't know. I haven't looked at the astrology closely enough yet to work out what we're going to do for these 2 sessions. So we'll come to that bridge when we get to it. No, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There we go. We'll come to that bridge when we get to it. Oh, right. Patreon Art Club. Okay, so we've got 4 sessions for Patreon Art Club. I was thinking this year, instead of trying to do specific sessions, like before we've done flora and fauna and things like that, I'm thinking maybe this year we'll do monthly themes. So we can do whatever we want art-wise, but there will be an overall theme. So that's what I'm thinking. This is winter term. So for January, I'm thinking the theme would be, I mean, for me it's hibernation. But with that theme, we can do anything we want. You can draw your sleeping cat or dog. You can draw a bear going into hibernation. You can draw yourself or a person snuggled up on the sofa watching telly or whatever. There's loads of different things you can do for hibernation. Even like landscapes of, snow-covered landscapes with all the dead trees and stuff. All of that kind of stuff you just got to use your imagination. So I think hibernation for January. March, of course, is spring. That's wake up time. So that might be the theme for March, wake up. And then maybe for February we could do hibernate, wake up. So hibernate is like a complete standstill. We want somewhere in between dead to the world and, oh look, it's getting warmer. Oh, well, it's winter. We could call it chill out. So that can be our theme. So we've got hibernate, chill out, and then wake up. And so on through to, and then April. What about April? April. Oh, April's too far ahead. It's too cold to think about April right now. But it could be things like, the theme could be something like walk or something. Because that's when the weather starts getting warmer, is when we all start going, okay, maybe I need to get out and walk some more, or go and see places, or go out somewhere. Or move, move could cover all sorts of things. We could do transport or gesture drawing or, I just like the idea of having themes. And my patrons will come up with ideas anyway. They're not only my ideas. Somebody somewhere will come up with something and go, can we do such and such? And that's how we ended up drawing hands for a whole month last year. Yeah, I think that's the way to go with it. Anything in a box as an appointment, it's something I have to actually go out for. So that'll be something on the weekly pages that will go in yellow. So there won't be a YouTube stream that week, even if I do streaming on Fridays. So last week is finished, basically. As soon as it's got stickers on it, it's done. This is this week. Once I've worked out what I'm doing in here, and this is in pencil because it's changeable. Hi Maria, Happy New Year. Hi John. Hands are difficult, hands are hard. Hands are hard, so are words. Hands and words. Yeah, you got a lot of catching up to do. We're in discs, we've moved to our Happy Planner, we've changed the format, all of the things. All of the things. There's actually 2 streams to catch up on because the first one died on me. Don't ask. Okay, so this is where I'm working out what I'm going to do. Before I was recording what I had done. Now it's working out what I'm going to do. And it's easier because I can now see, okay, what did we do last week on YouTube? When I'm working out what we're going to do next week on YouTube, what did we do last week? Well, we did a planner session, we did a junk journal session, we did a studio session about my new cart. So maybe this week I need to do a proper journal session. So Tuesdays is probably always going to be planning because that's the beginning of the week. It's not the beginning of the week. Monday's the beginning of the week, but you know what I mean. It's the first session of the week, so probably we will do planning. Should I start doing a session? Oh, do I want to do a session on Mondays? Because I quite like having my Fridays to do my shop stuff and my planner updates. Maybe I'll do one on Mondays. What do you think? What do you think? Should we do Mondays? Can I reliably get up on a Monday morning? Because I have a session 5 till 9 on a Monday, so I already stream for 4 hours, but it's not streaming like this. It's work streaming. It's a co-working session. So in theory, I could do a session on Mondays. So that's something I would put in here. Monday YouTube? Question mark. I'll come back to that later. We'll think of it. The more I think about doing Fridays, I don't want to do Fridays because I do Twitch. If I want to do like a long stream for painting, I can start at 1 and finish at 5. So the more I think of it, the more I don't want to do Twitch on a Friday morning. Because if I'm not doing a long stream, then I'll work on stuff for the shop and admin stuff and things like that. Yeah, I like having my Friday mornings free. So I've got 4 full days and then I've got 2 half days. And then I've got Sundays I don't do anything. As before, I will keep a note of things that I need to scan and stuff in here. And use that for logging stuff like that. So my weekly, this is my work week. This is a week off. This is a work week. This is also part of the stuff that I purchased. The doggy accessories. It says life is better with dogs. It's got a cute pupper on it. I've also got we've got some plan all the things stuff, which says don't forget. It's one of those cute little folding things. I thought that would be useful. Positive vibes with a cute little doggy on it. Isn't it adorable? Like, seriously. Yeah, so that was my Christmas present to myself. I also got some of these habit trackers. These are actually for the mini. I could have done with them being a little bit bigger, but actually, well, I thought I could have, but actually they fit this. So I don't like the fact that it covers up my dog. Maybe I need to put it underneath. Maybe that's where it needs to go. Maybe we hide the ugly under the dog. Yeah? There we go. That's better! And then when I switch to this page, I'll go, oh yeah, there's that. So this is just a habit tracker thing. Video updates. YouTube, Patreon and Twitch. This is the new... this. So this was me trying to track setting up the thumbnails and stuff. Well, I now know what I need to do. I don't need to have that written down anymore. I've already got the dates and the titles in my planner for the week. And my plan is, instead of trying to do it every day and failing, is to do it once a week. Do it at the end of the week, clear up all the streams, sort it all out, get it done. You know, that's a one admin session. So that could be like my Friday or Saturday admin session. And then this will be just checking it off. So for Patreon, I haven't got as much to do. I've got setup and stuff. There's more setup, and then for YouTube, there's more after the stream. And I was just going to mark them off as once they're set up, once they are once they're set up, once they've got a thumbnail, they've got the timestamps. The timestamps have been put on Patreon, and then that's it, it's done. So basically just colouring it in sections like I do with my squares. You know, I've done square, you've seen me do squares before where I'll do, like, I've started it, I've got some of it done, and then I've finished it. I'll do the same, but they're circles. Pretty simple. It's not rocket science the way I record things. I just colour in boxes. Now I look for my eraser, which I can't find. Oh, I've got one on my pencil. So all of these are set up. These are scheduled events. So because my Patreon is always at 5, my YouTube is always at 1. If I have something, my Twitch varies, but so does my admin. I've also got separate admin stuff. I've got stuff for my fanfics because I've got beta reading, and I work on my own writing on Sundays. So, yeah. And if I do anything during the week for my fanfics, I can just make a note of it on here as well, because I don't use Sundays for anything else. So, YouTube today, Happy Planner 2025, why I switched, and flip. So showing you what I've done. Other notes for this one, there are 2 streams. Because it crashed halfway through. And I won't bother writing a list of what I've done. I've actually found, rather than trying to write a list of what I've done during the stream, it's actually easier for me to just scrabble, is that what they call it? Scrabble through and just see where the things are. But also, I want to set up a chapter marker. So if, for instance, we were going to swap now to, okay, now we're going to do some journaling, I would do play a little, Emily D. Baker calls it a swoop. She's got like chevrons that go across the screen. It's an animated thing, and it goes, and it adds a chapter marker automatically. Scrub through. Thank you. Scrobbling is music, isn't it? Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do, is find an animation that I can just play the animation, and it will mark the chapter, because when I do my Be Right Backs and things, that marks the chapter as well. Which makes it a lot easier to mark what the chapters are, write in what the chapters, because I don't want to have to watch the whole video. There's nothing more annoying than having to watch your whole live stream again to figure out what you did, to get the timestamps. It's right up there with video editing for me. I would rather have automatic chapter markers that I can just write in what they are. So tomorrow's YouTube, we've already figured out what we're doing for tomorrow's YouTube, haven't we? tomorrow's YouTube, Junk Journal January. Hashtag Junk Journal Jan. Day 8. Antique. That gets 3 lines because it's a pre-scheduled thing that I need to do. It's not my decision to do it. No, it is my decision to do it. But Meg decided the prompts and I'm doing the challenge. I don't know how to word that. I might as well do the rest of this. So Patreon, session 1. Yes, I got session 1 and session 10 the wrong way around, so I had to scribble it out and do it again. Session 1, we are doing Astro Calendar. I actually already wrote it on here. So this one says journal and plan, but because I got them the wrong way around. Don't ask. It was a thing. This was when I was doing them as individual stickers, and that's when I realised that it would be much easier to just do them as a block. So Astro Calendar PDFs are done and linked. We've just got to go through the actual calendar. Accounts, weekly accounts. This year, one of our goals is weekly accounts. Let's have a goal. Let's have a post-it to put on our goals section. Let's grab a post-it. Let's use nasty green post-its. Bath green post-it in the goals section. I need some more tabs and dividers and things, but I haven't had a chance to do all that yet. So this is going to be goals now. I need to make a thing there for goals. So I don't really know how I'm going to set up my goals or anything like that yet. So I'm just going to put it on post-it notes. I might do. I don't want to break it up into sections. If I break it up into sections, my life gets complicated. I'm thinking maybe I will break it up into monthly, quarterly, and yearly. Maybe even weekly, monthly, and quarterly, because I do work quarterly. So a daily goal, a monthly goal, and a weekly goal. This is going to be weekly. Weekly. So we're going to 4 streams on YouTube with Friday Crafternoons over on Twitch, which would just be me larking about doing painting and making stuff. Could be anything. Pick your poison. And then accounts. Update accounts weekly. I've been doing it monthly and it's a pain in the backside. Update accounts weekly. Which means this week I have a lot to catch up on. This week I have to catch up on. I have to do from the 26th of December to date. Fanfics. I am beta reading PT chapter 7 or 8. Let's put 7/8 and then I can figure it out later and cross out the one that's not relevant. So there we go. There's that. I also need to... Personal stuff. It's bin day tomorrow. So put the bins out. Should that be an event? Technically, yes. It should be up here in events. However, it's the stuff I do Tuesday evening is when I go through and do all the bins and stuff and I'll put them out. So there's no point me putting it up here because I'll be down here by then. I need to put it down here where I'm going to see it. So that needs a highlight. Where is my... There it is. That one just needs a highlight in yellow. I'm actually not using much of my highlighters this year because of doing this. So what I might do is just keep my yellow highlighter out, which is the one I use for extra stuff, and I might just pop it in there. So I've always got it handy. Okay, so that's the beginning of the week organised. This is the week's prompts for the Junk Journal Jan. I just wrote the week's prompts in there. I'm probably not going to do them, but I might use them for journal inspiration. But I am doing, of course, the antique is the one for tomorrow. They're all a bit too technical. They're things to use rather than themes. So like an envelope, tickets, whatever that says, an outline, depth, embossing, a tuck spot. You know, it's all very practical stuff. I prefer themes, which is why I went with antique, because I thought I don't have to do antiquing techniques. I can just, I can play. So Thursday's YouTube, did we decide what we were going to do for Thursday's YouTube? Absolutely not. I've just realised I'm going to have to do another YouTube sticker on Mondays, or I can maybe put it here if I'm going to do Mondays. I can just put it next to it or above it. I'll think of something. This is what happens when you change your plan halfway through. So YouTube for Wednesday. See, this is why I need it all on one page. Jess, hi Jess. Wednesday, we've done Wednesday. Thursday, Studio Journal, new cart. Right, so Studio Journal. Organise, new cart layout. I'll explain it on Thursday, but basically I want to set it up so that it's project based. So I pull out a drawer and I've got everything I need for that project. Patreon 02, that is the readings. I also need to make sure I've done the PDF, which I have done, but I'll write it in there anyway. I have put it on. I haven't linked it yet because the post hasn't gone live. Admin, Twitch. So this week I want to do, for my admin, I actually want to do shop. I want to get my printables sorted. Fanfics, I'm not writing fanfics this month. I've got some ideas I want to get down, but I'm not writing anything. Patreon Art Club 03. So hibernate or hibernation. I'm going to put hibernate because it's a shorter word. Hibernate. Are we going to draw bears for hibernation? We're going to draw hibernating bears, aren't we? Why not? Do I have anything else? Oh. Yeah. Cart delivery by Saturday. If I write that across Friday, Thursday and Friday, It covers those 3 days. It could arrive Thursday, it could arrive Saturday, it could arrive Friday morning. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do on Twitch. We'll bridge that cross when we get there, as they say. I have put in a little sticker here. I don't know that I'll continue to do that, but it seemed like a good idea at the time for the Wolf Moon on Monday. But that might be something that's better off in my astrology planner. So, yeah, maybe that won't be a thing that I continue, but it is the Wolf Moon. It's in Cancer, which is my moon. Wolves are my spirit animal. I am a Cancer moon. So, and it's January, it's my birthday month. And on my birthday, we've got a new moon in Aquarius. Like, dudes. If you don't do astrology, that probably won't mean anything. But it's big, okay? New moon, start of things. Starting new things. And it's my birthday, and it's in Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarian. And Pluto's in Aquarius right now, and all the things are changing, and... I will be streaming that day, though. It's a Wednesday, but I will be streaming, because I'm not streaming the following week, because I have a day off. This is what a day off looks like in my planner. I am going to see Macbeth in the cinema twice. That's right. I've booked in for the 2:30 showing. I'm going for lunch. I'm going to treat myself to a nice lunch. And then I'm going to the 7:30 showing as well. Because I can. And it's my birthday. My birthday treat. It's a week after my birthday, but it's okay. Also, all the expenses going into February. Because January is not a good month for expensive stuff, is it? No. The last Wednesday before payday in January is not when you want to be going, oh, I've got a birthday. Do you want to come out for lunch? Because everybody's broke. Everybody's broke. Okay, right. So that is most of my week ready. Obviously, I've got other stuff that I need to do. I'm thinking what I'll do when I've done these, because these are throwaways, okay? So my Tuesday YouTube stream, I've got to put up a thumbnail. I've got to put up the timestamps, and then I've got to add it to Patreon. Once I've done all that, so basically, once it's got a thumbnail, it'll get, let me show you on another one. So once it's got a thumbnail, I'll cross it through. Once it's got the timestamps, I'll cross it through. And then once it goes on Patreon, I'll colour it in. And then that is when I will cross it out here. See? That means it's done. No more having to write it on another list again. Just cross it out here and it's done. And then once it's all finalised, I can cross it off this list, my tracker list, finalise what we've done and everything else. So that's the plan. That's the plan. I'm not going to get into next week. I don't want to be thinking too far ahead right now. I've got enough to do with this week. But I do feel a bit more organised now. So what I'm going to do is start setting up what should be on this page back here, which is... So this is my January fix. Right, okay, so I need piece of paper. Okay, so there's 12-ish YouTubes. There's 12... Oh no, there's going to be more than that. There's going to be 16 now. 16 and 12. And then 4 Twitch streams. So that's 20, 32. Of course I don't have enough lines. I'm one line short of having enough lines. Maybe I don't need to write down my Twitch streams. Maybe I can just write my Twitch streams in here. I don't think I need to track my Twitch streams, to be honest. So, Patreon 1 to 12 will be there. The numbers are already written there. And then YouTube. YouTube will vary, won't it? Depending on how many days there are in the month. So instead of colouring over these, I'm just going to label it on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I know. Shush. So video 1, 2025 Happy Planner, Y and flip. Tomorrow we already know we're doing Junk Journal January, day 8, Antique. Day 3, we already know what we're doing. So this is calendar, tarot, art, journal planner, astro, no, art, astro, tarot, art, journal planner, art. And this is just a tracker, so this is just to keep a record of what I'm doing. I might not even put the full lists in here. I don't think I need to. I might just put planning, journaling, junk journaling, and then studio journaling. That might work better. That might work a lot better. Yeah. So then these are just going to get carried across. So calendar, tarot. The reason I'm doing this as a tracker is so that I can set up what I'm going to do for the art streams. It's not just we jump on a Saturday and we decide what we're going to do. That is often what we do, but I don't want to do that this year. I want to have it set up in advance. I did it a couple of months last year and it worked really well. So I want to have a Pinterest board with the stuff on it for the month, with the references, with photos, with information about what we might use or how we might do things. And once I've set that up and everything's ready and on Patreon and written up, then I can highlight this and cross it off. So I can start working ahead on some stuff, because at the moment I'm not really working ahead. It's hard to work ahead when you're live streaming, because the whole point of live streaming is you're doing it in the moment. It's not like I can prepare things in advance. So yeah, I'm trying to do that with Patreon so I can start. Bun calls it banking videos. It's not really banking videos, it's more kind of setting up stuff in advance so that I don't have as much to do pre-stream, because I'm a little tired of finishing YouTube at 1 and then grabbing a sandwich and then immediately sitting down with my sandwich and my coffee and trying to get everything sorted out for the Patreon stream in the afternoon. Let's not keep flying by the seat of our pants. Let's try and get ahead a little bit. That's the plan. So yeah, that's I can do this while I'm sat here. It's 50, we got another 15 minutes. These may change, but also it means like the astrology one mid-month, I can go through and decide what we're going to do for that. And do research and put stuff together and make a printable and all that sort of stuff in advance, so that I can get ahead and it'll all be available instead of I do a lot of things after the stream because we decided in the stream that that's what we were going to do, and I don't think that's the best way of working. So that's that set up. And then the key elements here of what I need to do. So for the art, obviously, hibernation theme. Pinterest board needs setting up. I need to decide on the weekly what we're going to do for each week and stuff like that. So I can note that in there, and then I can come to it later. It makes sense in my head, okay? It's just, most of it is just tracking and figuring things out. So there you go. That's where we're up to with the Happy Planner. For those of you who weren't here for the first stream, which got rudely cut off, I've also got a second Happy Planner, which is, this is going to be my astrology and tarot journal and other witchy stuff. Because I get rabbit holed and then I end up putting it in my journal and then I can't find stuff later. And I want a system where I can just start archiving things all together. So this is just basic setup. I've printed out my ephemeris for the year for astrology. I got mine off Cafe Astrology. I like hers because she does them in colour. I've got, again, I need some dividers to set up in here. But I've got these are my printables, which once I've got the year set up, I will put them in the shop. But at the moment, I've only got 3 months set up and they haven't been proofed, so they're not in the shop yet. For patrons, I can edit them and repost them, but I don't want to put them in the shop until they're finalised. So for this section, this is actually on them for the months. You have the horizontal weeks that I showed you earlier. And then this is the last page. So the previous page of this, or the back page of that, was the last half of the last week of January. But since I can't use the calendar, I've stuck that page onto there because I can't use either of those pages. So I stuck it onto there. So I've got a main January page now on my divider. And I've done that for all the months. Oh, actually, look, April's not stuck down. Did I leave April like that so that I could show you? I might have done. So I've got the first half of the calendar. I've got the last half of the last week of April. And then this has got the notes for the end of April. So I've just been sticking those onto there. So my divider has notes for the month. This is the celestial stuff, which is this week. That's what I'm using. It's got blocks. I don't know if you can see it. But I like the fact that it's got 2 halves because I've got small writing. These pages can be quite intimidating if you're not using small blocks. So I've just put some of that in there. I've got my own printables then. I've got key events. I need to take this out and I need to try and re-punch it. I don't think it's punched properly because the others work fine, but this one doesn't. So I'm going to check if that needs repunching. It might just have a couple of burrs on it that are making it stick. Anyway, so these are my printables. I've got my January. We've got the moons and events. We've got the retrogrades. We've got the key, which is the streams, which I've put in. So I've got purple hearts for a Twitch stream, pink for a YouTube stream, orange our Patreon with the code number of the stream. We've got the Aquarius season in there. And then this is all the planetary aspects. Blocks are planetary aspects. Planetary movements, and then these are aspects for the month. That's what we go through today on the calendar thing. This is for the tarot notes. So based on the astrology for the month, once we've gone through it, we'll decide what we want to do for the tarot spread. That'll go on there, and then the tarot notes on there, and then I've got additional notes here. I thought it would be useful to have my notes here because I can do additional things. Like this month we've got a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse and then the beginning of an eclipse cycle. So I want to look up the not sidereal. Can't remember the word. Begins with an S. Saros. I want to look up the Saros cycle for the moons and the eclipses, because it's a new Saros cycle. There's lots of new stuff this year. Lots of new things, like Pluto in Aquarius making lots of transformation and changing things and upheaval. And the last time we had Pluto in Aquarius was the revolution year. Everyone had a revolution. Everyone had a revolution. France, America, you name it, they all had a revolution. Not year, it's a 20-year period, but you know what I mean. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff in astrology this year, and I want to get into more of it, because I didn't really do much astrology last year and I missed it. So I'm all set up for the next 3 months again. Haven't done April yet, but I am ready. I've got stuff available. And then this was something else these are bigger rings. They're harder to turn things on. I didn't realise they were bigger when I bought them. I thought they were the same size as these. It didn't say they were bigger. They weren't listed as XL rings or anything like that, but they are bigger. But it'll be all right once I've actually got more paper in here. This was also with my accessory pack, the dog accessory pack, and it's just a little envelope. And I've put some stickers and stuff in here that I'll use for this, because that's all I really need is just one little thing of stickers. It's useful to just have it on there, and then I can pull it off and use it whenever. The one thing I need to do with this is to put on a band. So I'm going to, like with what I did with my my planner, my sketchbook that didn't have a band on it, I'm going to make a band and put it on. But for this one, I've actually got grommets. I've got a grommet clamper thing. So I can put metal grommets in it and put a band on it, which would be much better for this. Because it drives me mad that it just flops about all over the place. I need bands. I need a band. And then for this one, I'm using my band pencil case, because then I've got my highlighters, my pen, my pencil, and that's all I need to be able to just do what I need to do. So I don't have to carry all the things around with me. I don't need to carry my stickers and everything else around with me all the time. I do have a new bag, which I'm not going to pull out because it's really hard to show you. Actually, I'm going to... It won't be very easy to see on my phone, so let's send it over here. My boo! Oh, we miss you, boo-boo. 3 years. 3 years. How does it go so fast? We miss you, boo-boo. Let's dump that onto my iPad. Come on. Share. iPad. There we go. Be easier for you to see on here. So, I got this for Christmas from my sister. It's by Everything Mary. It's not as big as it looks. A lot of these craft bags are like 15 inches long. This is 30... Oh, it's a foot long. 30 centimetres long. So it fits an A4 book sideways. In fact, it fits an A4 book. If you put an A4 book in the bottom, you've got enough room to get your fingers in the side and take it out. So it's letter size. The bottom of it is letter size. It's got pockets around the outside that I probably won't use because pockets annoy me. But what I really love is these compartments. These compartments are not like normal compartments. Usually they're either Velcroed, which is useless. Anybody who has a pet knows that Velcro lasts about a week before it gets so covered in pet hair you can't use it anymore. But they're either sewn or they're Velcroed. Well, this one is not. These are made out of like a piece of plastic that is a bit like this. I'm using a piece of card, but it's a piece of plastic. It's like really thin almost like Happy Planner, like this stuff. It's like this stuff. It feels like this stuff, but it's got fabric on it. And it's in the corner of the thing like that, and you just pop it out like that, and it becomes one of these. And there's one in each corner. So you can have 5 compartments, 1 compartment, or any combination. So you can have this one, and then have 2 big compartments on either side. Oh, it's fabulous. And this bit is just wide enough for the standard rings, classic, fits perfectly. The big rings, I have to angle it slightly. So the extended rings don't fit, but this one does. So this is 9.25, so it's 10 inches wide. This is 10 inches wide, because this fits perfectly. My journal, I have also upgraded to my to a moleskin B5, same size, give or take a few millimeters here and there. It's basically the same size. So these all fit in my thing with some stickers and a few pens and, you know, whatever I'm using. I'm probably going to put a pouch of things that I can just sift through. My glue, my scissors, that kind of stuff. My sketchbook pencil case. So that I can keep this one on the desk where it's more useful. This one is much easier because I can see what's in it. I can add and take away from this, but the thing I love most about this is the handles. Look at the size of the handles. The amount of times I've bought one of these and it's had short ass little handles that mean you end up carrying it like this, because as soon as you put anything in it that goes above the height of the thing, you can't pull the handles together. Do you know what I mean? So the handles are only ever if that's the size of the thing, the handles fit that way, and they're only wide enough for that. So in order to have the handles together, you have to have hardly anything in it. As soon as you put anything taller in, you can't pull the handles up because they're too short. Well, these handles are really long, so even with my planners in there vertical, I can still hold the handles properly. Finally, somebody fixed the problem. So yeah, I'm going to sort that out. It's going to be my couch bag. But it does mean that I can keep all my stuff in it. I can put it on top of my trolley my new trolley when I'm working, so that I've got all my stuff over here, but I can put my stuff back in it out of the way, and then take it over to the couch or my room or out in the garden when it gets warmer. Obviously not today because it's freezing. Yeah, very happy with this. This is this was a great Christmas present. I'm really happy with this one. Again, it's by Everything Mary, this particular brand. I probably won't end up using the pockets for much. I might throw my phone in it occasionally. Yeah, my sister doesn't usually do all that well with Christmas presents. She buys pretty stuff that she knows I'll like because she doesn't really know what I'm into. But this is perfect. This is banging. Yeah, I could even my coffee cup. This fits in one of the corners perfectly. I can put this in there as well if I want to. But the fact that you can change the configuration depending on what you're using it for is just fabulous. Because there's days where you want to put more in it. Maybe I only want a few pens and my glue stick and my scissors and stuff and my coffee cup, and then the rest of it I actually want to put some maybe I want my coloured pens with me, right? This isn't going to fit into one of those and I don't want to have to take them out, but I can close these 2 compartments down. My planners are in there in the middle, and then I can put the pouches next to it. So I can change what's in this rather than just having it static. I'm really pleased with that. The other thing I've added, and I'm just going to quickly... Which Everything Mary size? Which Everything Mary bag is it? I don't know, it's just... She sent me the link. Hang on. I don't know if it says on it. She sent me the link to what it was. I got it. She got it on Amazon. It is Everything Mary Craft Bag Tote. Floral. That's all it says. Product dimensions, if that helps. 35 centimetres, which is about 15 inches, by 25 centimetres, which is 10 inches, by 18 centimetres deep, which is about 7 inches. There's no point me showing it on camera because it won't mean anything. You won't be able to see the size of it. But yeah, if you put an A4 or letter size piece in the bottom, you've got just enough room to put your fingers beside it to take it out on either side. So it's just a little bit bigger than letter size at the bottom. So the other thing I've added to my planning and organising this year, because my planners are a wee bit big to be carrying around all over the place with me, there's no way in hell I'm going to be taking that planner out of the house with me, except to the back, maybe the back garden. I do have the planner bag, obviously, but I don't always want to take my planner bag, especially if I've got my sketchbook with me and everything else. I don't want all that. Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to take all my planner stuff with me. I just want to have my sketchbook. So I have added one of these. A friend of mine is a police constable. And these, if you've watched police procedurals in the UK, you will know these are the police notebooks. And I'm big into police procedurals. I love my Broadchurch. I love my Midsummer Murders. I love my Agatha Christie and Poirot. I English police procedurals. I'm all over them. Silent Witness, all of it. And I love these little notebooks. They're so cute. And she sent me a pack of them. She said, you know, I know how much you're into detective stories and stuff. I thought you might like one of these. So she sent me a pack of these notebooks. And I thought this would be perfect because it's just that it's the same size as my phone, basically. And I always have my phone with me. So I thought this would be perfect to just have on the go all the time. Like, all the time. Every time I go anywhere, I take my phone. But also, I could use a notebook because I don't like putting notes on my phone. Notes on my phone is when notes go to die. I have so many notes on my phone, quotes that I saved, screenshots of things, etc., that they go in my phone and they just stay there until I get fed up with looking at them and then I delete them. I don't actually do anything with them. So I thought if I instead started putting things in here and took the time to write it down, if I've taken the time, if I look at something on Instagram and I think, ooh, that's worth printing out, then of course I will take a screenshot. If I look at it and I think, ooh, that's worth noting somewhere, and I can't even be bothered to write it in here, then it's not going to make it to my journal, is it? So it's kind of a way of filtering out the dross, because I tend to collect all the things but never actually use all the things. So yeah, quotes in here, and then anything else, you know, just like I noticed this morning Maddie needs dog food. Set up videos for the week. That went into my planner and I've actually done it already. Buy dog food. As soon as that goes on the list, so I'm basically checking in with this regularly. So I put need to order bread. Well, I set up my grocery list. It's on my phone and I put bread in it. In fact, you know what? I've got my phone right here. I could just pull up my Amazon order. My food order, sorry. Pull up my food order. Add dog food. Oh, it's out of stock. Okay. But it's on there, but it just says it's out of stock. So that just means I can't order it yet. But it's on my phone now, so that's fine. So it can go, it doesn't have to be in here. So this is like when my brain says, oh, I need to write that down. Instead of spending 10 minutes looking for a post-it and then not knowing what it was I was going to write down, I can literally just grab this and write it down, and I can transfer it into my planner, my journal, my grocery list, my calendar, my phone, whatever it is that I need to do, I can do that. But it just, this is a catch-all. I do have this thing for my phone that is, it goes around your neck, or it goes cross-body or whatever, or sometimes I just loop it around my wrist like that, so I've got it in my hand and don't drop it. So I'm thinking what I might do is put again, I've got this grommet setter. I could put a metal hole in the back with a bit of whatever and stick it on here, and then it will be behind my phone all the time. It'll just be on here with my phone. So this will become my carry all the things. Because I don't go anywhere without my phone. I'm never going to be without my notebook if it's literally attached to my phone. Because I never leave. I don't even go to the loo without my phone. Because I have a tendency to fall over and then I can't get up. And I need help. So, you know, medical stuff. I always have my phone with me. Plus I'm an emergency contact for the rest of my family, so I've got to have my phone with me at all times. Why not have a little notebook? But I just love I love the fact that she thought of sending me police notebooks, because come on, I mean, I might have to print out a sticker of Alec Hardy and put it on the front of my notebook. Because I can. I might have to get an Alec Hardy sticker. If you know, you know. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day there. Well, we're back tomorrow. We're back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We're doing Junk Journal January prompt 8 antique in the junk journal, but it might not be in the junk journal because I don't have a junk journal at the moment. I've got my Christmas junk journal, but Christmas is antique, frankly. Maybe we will use the junk journal. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for tomorrow. Your mileage will vary. I am going to do what are we doing this afternoon? We're doing calendars. Astrology. We're doing the astrology for the month today on Patreon. That is open to all patrons. So even the lower tier, you get both of this week's Astro and Tarot sessions. So if you're interested in that, or you want to pop along and try it out, come and join us. And you also get extra printables and stuff like that as well. So you've got a calendar as well. You know. Is that it? I think that's it. Hi, Miss Maddie. See, she's whining at me again. The door's open and she's still whining at me that she wants to go out. Any questions before I go? Have I forgotten anything? Do you need to know anything? Do you have a question about anything? Anything about anything? Nope. Okay, we're going to call it a day then. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye.